soon to be fresh graduate. She wants to learn more about public speaking, and her hobbies are watching film, volleyball, and reading a novel. Her activities right now are applying the jobs, waiting for the graduation, joining webinar. She's interested in joining Toastmaster because she wants to be confident in speaking English and improve her skill and value for her future career. So I invite Toastmaster Johanna to read the Toastmaster promised. Yeah.
Okay, good evening all. I want to read the Toastmaster Promise. A Toastmaster Promise. As a member of Toastmaster International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters' core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities.
So all the Eagle Toastmaster members, will you support Johanna in her Toastmaster journey? Please unmute.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so welcome Toastmaster Johanna to Eagle.
Welcome, Johanna,
Welcome,
to our
Johanna.
family.
Thank you.
Johanna.
We hope you enjoy the learning journey in Toastmaster. So next we will have the hour meeting, which will be conducted by our Vice President of Education. So when I asked her about the investment, because this is the topic is about investment, she is interested in fine gold and also stocks. So it's lucky for her also that she will have the special session about stocks. So please welcome Toastmaster, our Tom, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Rena.
Yay. Okay, so sound system checked, visual checked. Welcome everyone to the open house of Eagle Toastmasters Club. Today I will be your Toastmaster of the meeting, which is technically just like a host for today's meeting. So I would like to welcome all of you. So I hope you guys are sit comfortably and enjoy the ride. So in every Toastmasters meeting, we have a theme. And for today's meeting, we have investment as our theme. We right now are living in a social media era where everyone can share everything about their life. And it is common for us to see the influencers at the social media shares their cuan. And even cuan become one of the most frequent words that we see that we find in social media, and even we frequently say it to our friends. They sometimes show their chuan from the stocks market where they invest their money. So that's why we are very curious, what is it about investing in stock market? So that's why we choose the investment as our theme. And also not only we want to learn about the investment, we also would like to know how to get the best return from that investment. And so that's why we choose return as our word of the day. And we encourage all the speakers to use return as many as they can during their speech. So I would like to introduce you the format of the Toastmasters meeting. In every Toastmasters meeting, we are divided into three sections. First, we will have a table topic session. And in this session, it will led by the table topic masters. And in this session, all the guests and the fellow Toastmaster can show off their impromptu speech capability. And the second one is the prepared speech session. This session is strictly for the members where they show their capability in delivering speech and also doing their projects. And the third one is the evaluation session. This evaluation session is where the evaluators give a positive feedback to all the prepared speakers so that they can be a better speakers in the future. And because this is a special occasion for this time, Eagle will have one added session, that is an edu session special with special edu speakers Toastmaster Rudi Susanto from Polonia Toastmaster Club. And in Toastmaster, we are not just having fun here, we will also learn. And we learn from each other. We learn from every constructive feedback that given from the evaluators. And for the whole meetings, there are teams led by general evaluators that will provide us with their positive feedbacks and constructive feedbacks. And for today's meeting, our general evaluators is someone who told me that his biggest investment is joining Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our GE for today, Toastmaster Purwanto.
Okay, thank you, Tom, for introducing me. And hello, everyone. So I'm here today because we want to take something from this meeting. That's why in Toastmaster, we always have evaluation. In evaluation, we don't want to embarrass people, but we want to give input and feedback. So after you leave this meeting, you will still remember the thing that you can improve for the future. So for today's, as a general evaluator, I'm not work alone because I have my team and it consists of 4 role takers. Let me start with the R counter. We imported this R counter from STC, Surabaya Toastmaster Club. Diti and Rina, can you tell us about your duties?
Thank you, JE. Hello, I'm Rina and I'm your accountant this evening. The purpose of the accountant is to note any overused words or filler sound used as a crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, and also sounds like uh, or This filler speaker, these filler words usually used before moving on to the next portion of the sentence. Doesn't mean that we have to eliminate it completely. What I would like to say, trying to reduce it as much as possible. Crutch words typically have two attributes, overuse and meaningless. So as an accountant, I will keep track of all these filler words and as well as the process that you use. And so in the future, you may work on them and avoid using them in the future speeches. I will get back with my reports towards the end of the meeting. Return to our GE.
Thank you, our accountant, Toastmaster Rina, for telling us about that. So remember, everyone, when you want to deliver your speech or you want to say something to someone, when you speak to many people will lose the trust on you. That's why we are here. So you can try to reduce as many or pause filler during your speech. Okay, let's us move to our next. evaluator. Our next evaluator is grammarian, and our grammarian is from Surabaya Heroes Toastmaster Club. We have Surabaya Toastmaster Club, we have Surabaya Heroes Toastmaster Club. And please welcome Lisa, and can you tell us about your duty?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our fellow Toastmasters and also guests. It's such a pleasure for me to meet you here tonight. Well, so my duty is basically because I'm a grammarian and you can also call me a language evaluator. Basically, I will evaluate the language used in this meeting. So it involves the grammar. So I will evaluate the sentence structures and also the common errors that we usually commit during the meeting. And I would also evaluate the choice of words, including the adjectives, the verbs, whether they fit in the sentence. I would also love to evaluate the pronunciation, and I will come up with the quotes of the day if I can find any. And of course, I will count the word of the day. Well, basically, because I'm not a native speaker, and I think all of us here are not, and basically in Toastmasters, we are also learning. So I would suggest later, I would open the floor for discussion instead of just telling you this and that. So I'll be really happy if you can interact with me. Well, I would like to introduce our word of the day today. I guess the Tom just now already introduced it, but I will just make it more detailed. So our word of the day is return. There are actually many meanings for return, but I just picked the most general one, and of course the one that is very related to this meeting today. So verb as a verb or as an action, it means go back to a place or a person, or you can also use it to as a mean to put or send something back to a place or a person. And also for an example, I can show you these examples. He returned to Surabaya last year. Or another example would be take the test paper and return it to your teacher. So we use return here as a verb, which means go back or put something back. And for this meeting, I think this word is more suitable, which acts as a noun, which means profit from an investment. For example, let's invest wisely to produce maximum returns. So I will come back at the third session of this meeting and we will discuss what should be the best way to say things in English. All right, and return to our general evaluator.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Lisa, for introducing the return to us. So I hope when you invest your time for today's event, you also will get the return after this meeting. Okay, let's move to our next evaluator. We have our timer, and our timer is Toastmaster Mala, our President Mala. Can you introduce about your duties?
Yes, thank you, GE. In Toastmaster meeting, time is very important. We need to be aware of the time. That's why there is special role called timer. And for this one, it is not important to see my face, but it's important to see the color of my screen. So if you see, I'm suddenly disappeared and I'm putting the word timer. So there will be 3 sessions. For the table topic session, this is for open for all, including the guests. You will have time 1 to 2 minutes. If you have reached 1 minute, you will see this color, green color. And then after that, this one means 1 minute and 30 seconds. And please be ready to conclude your speech if you see this red color. It means you have only 30 seconds to conclude your speech to be considered as an eligible speaker. Also the same thing for the prepared speech, which is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 minutes will be notified by green color, 6 minutes by yellow, and then also the red. After that, we will have evaluation session. It is only 2 to 3 minutes to evaluate the prepared speech. 2 minutes will be notified by green, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and then 3 minutes with the red. Please be careful when you see the red color because you have to conclude your speech. And don't stop speaking until you see the green color. Thank you. Back to GE.
Okay, thank you, our timer, for introducing that. So everyone, please pay attention about the time because we don't want to finish this event tomorrow. We want to finish it like 9 p.m. so everyone can enjoy and have a nice trip after this meeting. And then our last evaluator is our counter, and today's our counter will be our new members. Johanna, can you introduce about your duties?
Okay. Me as an bell counter is to count the vote of the best table topic, the best prepared speaker, and the best evaluator. Before the meeting, I will share the ballots. After every session, I will collect and count the ballots. At the end of the meeting, I will announce who are the best table topic, the best prepared speaker, and the best evaluator. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, our ballot counter. So everyone, in every meeting, we will have that grammarian, ballot counter, a counter, and also timer. So if you like the challenge, you can enjoy this meeting and join us. Okay, let's meet. I will want to give my control back to Rena before she kick me out from here because I talk too much. Okay, our time's yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. GE. No, no, no. I will never kick you out. Not literally, but virtually. Thank you for the introduction of your team and the responsibility of them all. Okay, so now we are moving on to our first session, which is the table topic session. This is the sessions where everyone can have fun and share their thoughts in what questions that table topic master will deliver. So for this session, I would like to give control to our table topic master, our handsome toastmaster, who told me that he loves to invest in a knowledge. Over to you, Toastmaster Michael.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rena. Good evening, everyone. So welcome to our very first session, table topic. So for every one of you who don't know yet what table topic is, actually table topic is like a tradition from Toastmaster intended to help members develop their ability to organize their thoughts quickly and respond to an impromptu questions or topic. So maybe you can like see this like the questions in Miss Universe or Putri Indonesia, like in the beauty pageants, that kind of thing. So it's gonna be very interesting and to make you practice answering unpredictable questions. In this session, because this is today is very special, which we have lots of guests. So we are in these sessions, we'll have 7 to 8 speakers, and the speakers will be the first 2 will be definitely from our club, and the rest will be guests or any other members. It's open. If you are interested, please write down your name. Otherwise, if we don't have the name, I will be choosing the number, the name, sorry. And our very first, so you can have the like the experience or you have the ideas about how table topic is. The first, I'll choose Toastmaster Asti to be our very first speaker. Toastmaster Asti, are you ready?
First, let me pin Mala. Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Where is it? Okay.
Oh yes. For your information here, you should talk between 1 to 2 minutes. So very minimum 1 minute and maximum is 2 minutes. Okay, as mentioned before.
I cannot find Mala. Where is Mala actually? Okay. Okay. Pin.
Okay, got it?
Okay.
Very good. Okay, here we go. Can you see the screens before my screens? Hello?
We can
Yeah,
see
Michael,
your
not
screen.
yet.
Not yet.
Okay, before can you see? No?
No.
Earlier, yes, but
Oh, earlier,
now,
yes. Okay, okay. So the very first questions, I will read it verbally. The question for Toastmaster Asti: an investment is in knowledge pays the best interest. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. What's your comment? What's your personal opinion? Please, Toastmaster Asti.
Thank you. Investment actually will be we always invest in our life. Like in many side of our life, we do investment. Whether it is on, it's not only about the returns in terms of money, but it's also the thing that actually intangible. When you are in a relationship with your friend or with your family or your colleague, even you build an saving, emotional saving to them. If you do good to them, then you will add on more on your saving, and plus an interest that someday when you need them, actually you can withdraw that saving also. Meaning like doing good things, you will save more and adding more in your investment, if I can say, in this relation. Another thing, more than that, if you are doing a bad things to your friend or your colleagues, that means you always withdraw your investment, then you won't get any interest in returns. You got the minus or even loss in your investment. So for me, I think investment itself not only happen in terms of money, but it also in terms of emotional and in your relation with all your entire friends. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asti. Guys, this might be very easy to do, but it can be nervous. And don't worry, you'll find it. You'll try it yourself. The second speaker, I'll appoint our guest. So, a guest, Haris. Are you ready for our next table topic speaker? Can you unmute your microphone?
Yes.
Yeah,
Am
very
I
good. Sure, you are. Yes, you are audible. Very well and clear.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so Haris, can you see your screen? This is the question for you. What is the worst investment and what did you learn from it? What is the worst investment and what did you learn from it?
Okay.
Toastmaster Haris, please go ahead.
I believe that anyone from us has their own worst investment. But for me, personally, it's not about money, but I waste my time while I'm doing my college. You know, it's my very, very worst investment. Because of what? Well, you must know that we have 4 years to do college, but I waste around 2, 3, 4 years, all my years, all my college years, to playing games. Can you imagine it? I was a player, I was a gamer, I love RPG games, and I, well, maybe you won't believe it, but I ever played games one day before final exam. Yeah, mid final or final exam. I don't really remember. And the result, I have to get very, very bad mark. Very, very bad. And well, I have to redeem. I have not redeem. I have to make a redemption from it. I have to make you know, a feedback, a return from it, because I cannot go out from my college with a very bad mark. So in 1 year, I totally changed. You have to change if you want to change your future. So I have to sacrifice everything, including my games, my everything, so I can go from my college properly and give the best gift for my parents, because I don't want to see their son is a failure. So maybe that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, Harris, for your speech. So, okay, following up to the next participant, it will be Akbar. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so this is the question for you. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay, sure. The question is, Akbar, if you got millions of dollars from your investment, what would you do? If you got millions of dollars from your investment, what would you do? Please, Akbar, time is yours. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I will get like 100 millions from my investment, then I will try to invest it to another variables. So I will get more returns from it. So for example, if I get, so I will plan to invest it in other maybe like buying properties, or maybe like investing in people. So I will maybe give scholarships to the needed, so that we can get education, and so I can contribute to the society. And yeah, but not mention, I will also try to invest in myself. So I will try to get education as well. So I will be improving myself to be better than before. So I will also try to travel around the world, because in my opinion, traveling is one of the life-changing experience that will result to many things. So I will get returns also from this traveling around the world. And yes, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Yeah. Job. So it's very good. Thank you for your speech. And next, we'll go to our guest, Mimi. Okay, and don't forget to use our word of the day written in your speech as best as possible. Okay, Mimi. This is the question for you. It's a payday. What is the first thing you do with your salary? It's a payday. What is the first thing you do with your salary? Mimi, time is yours.
Okay. Okay, I would like to buy my favorite food and my favorite snack. Lots of food, because I like food. Because it's like appreciation for myself, for me to love myself, and hang out and maybe buy some dress, buy some clothes. Well, not too much, because it's not good to spend lots of money at the beginning of payday and then we'll suffer at the end. What else? Go have dinner time with families and my best friends, but gradually, not all at the beginning of my payday. And also I would treat myself to go to the movie if the cinema's back open. I would like to buy some books as well, because I like to read books, and also maybe to pay for my Netflix subscription, because I like watch movies. Oh, maybe pay for joining Toastmasters members again. I think, yeah, I think that's all for me. I think I would like to be back to be Toastmaster member. Thank you.
Oh, very great and very lovely to hear that from you, Mimi. So yes, joining Toastmaster as a member is very cheap and affordable, and it's very big value. And we'll explain it further after this. So yes, we're looking forward to seeing you in our club again. And next we go to Dandy. You ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Very good. And this is the question for you, Dandy. Do you keep a habit of saving? Do you keep a habit of saving? Daddy, please
Yes.
start whenever you're ready.
Well, saving, guys. Maybe all of you know this kind of product, right? Maybe, yes, it's Indomie Goreng, right? Yes, Indomie Goreng. Do you know how much the price of Indomie Goreng in 1990s? It's only about 350 rupees, right? Today, how much money that you have to spend if you want to eat a bowl of this Indomie Goreng? It's 2,000 until 3,000 rupees. So there is a big different price from Indomie Goreng itself. What, how it could be? It's because of the inflation, right? I believe that the inflation is very real. You know, it's very important for us. It's very urgent for us to save our money to keep our equity the same because we are talking about the value of the money because 1 million today is not the same anymore in the next 10 years or maybe 20 years. So we have to think about the investments. It's very good habit, I think. So almost 95% my money is allocated to be invested, especially in the stock market. Why? Because I believe that the return in the stock market is so big, you know, like you know, Albert Einstein has been said about the eighth wonder of the world that compound interest. We are talking about Ben Franklin then explained this how compound interest work with your money makes money and then you makes more money with the money your money makes. So your money is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So we will get a big return by investing, by saving. So that's why I I do saving every day because the first thing I think in the first days my salary day is I'm looking my chart. What is the cheapest stock today? So I will buy it. I will try to invest it. Maybe that's it. So do I have habit of investing? A habit of saving? Yes, I do. Thank you.
Very good, Andy. Well, use the time very efficiently within 2 minutes. Very good job. Thank you for your speech. And next, we are going to Sari Wulandari, our guest. Are you ready? Please unmute yourself. And this is the question for you. Okay, I see you're already unmute. This is the question for you. Which one is better for you? Save a little every month or save a big sum of once a while? Oh, sorry, save a big sum once a while. Okay, which one is better for you? Save a little every month or save a big sum once a while? Are you ready, Sari? If so, please start.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. For myself, I think it's better to save a little amount every month than a big amount once at a time. Because I think everybody, they have a different income. And for those who has average income, it's better to, they don't have a big income. So it's better for them to save little by little than at once, because we don't know that whether we will have a big amount of money or not later. So it's better to like do it regularly, and we will get return at the end, because saving little by little will be more efficient for those who has average income. Maybe what for those who has a big income, maybe they can like doing something like invest a big amount of money at once. So I think that's my idea. Small but regularly is better.
Thank you so much, Sari Wulandari, for your speech. Very good. And next, following up, congratulations, you have tackled our 1 minute, 2 minutes challenge. And next, we are going to Anom Pramana. Anom Pramana, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I will try my best.
Very good. Okay, please unmute yourself. Oh, okay, you are already unmute yourself. Okay, and this is the question for you. Do you consider a new gadget or a car as investment? Why or why not? Do you consider a new gadget or car as an investment? Why or why not? Time is yours. Anom.
All right, thank you. For me, car and gadget is not good investment because the value is uh, day by day is decreasing. But I would choose investment in stock market or uh, uh, in knowledge or in currency because the return is higher than if we buy a car or just buy a gadget. I have a book about stock market and about cryptocurrency. The highest return about investment is in cryptocurrency for now. And I have tried to invest in a stock market and in a coin. The value is higher if we invest in like a coin. So I consult if we want to invest our money, don't invest in a car or in a gadget. Better choose invest in a stock market or in cryptocurrency. I think that's all about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anom Pramana. Congratulations for your speech, very short speech. Okay, Anom Pramana will be our last speaker in topic session. So if you're a member of Toastmaster and in our normal meeting, you'll have more chance to deliver your speech either in table topic or in another speaking session. So now we are going to call timer's report will be by our timer, Toastmaster Mala. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster our TM. So congratulations for all the speakers, Toastmaster Asti, Haris, Akbar, Mimi, Dandi, Sari, and Anom. You are eligible to be voted, but we will vote at after the individual evaluators session. Thank you. So please, everyone, remember your choice of the best speaker because you will choose it. Thank you.
Okay, back to our table topic Toastmaster of the meeting or our host, Toastmaster Rena.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Michael. What a fun table topic session. Every guest, not every guest, most of the guests had the chance to speak their mind about the investment theme. Moving on next, we are going to the second session of the meeting, which is the prepared speech session. As you may know, Toastmasters is the place where we also learn about how to speak confidently in public. And the best way to learn about how to speak confident in public is by doing it. So that's why every Toastmaster members have their own project where they need to deliver a speech. And for our first speakers for today is imported from Hand Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Amel, and she told me that she invests in people's lives through education. And she also told me that her best investment is joining Toastmasters. And for today's speech, Toastmaster Amel will be evaluated by our first evaluator, who is also imported from Surabaya Heroes Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Dini. So I would like to call Toastmaster Dini to share about the purpose of the Toastmaster Amelia's project. Over to you, Toastmaster Dini.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the meeting. So Toastmasters Amel will do her elective project for level 3 project 1. Oh no, this one is not elective, I think. So the title is Plan Your Pitching. The purpose statement is for the member to practice developing a communication plan. So Toastmaster Amel, plan your pitching. plan your pitching, Toastmaster Amel.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I assume I'm visible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, let me pin the timer. Communication is a human being activity. We constantly communicate even when we are not talking. Do you realize that? When you mute your mic, your expression communicates something. And even when you turn off your cam, it also conveys a message. It is also a form of communication. I think everyone believes that communication has been so important in our life because good communication skill can help us achieve our personal goals, share goals, and also help us to prevent and solve a lot of problems in life. It is indeed the best investment with massive return. One strategy for effective communication is making communication plan. Today, I will share how I make a communication plan where I need to communicate my presentations in the next week annual meeting in my company. For your information, I work in the school, in the training department, and in my next week presentation, I have to sell my online PD platform. Why I said I want to sell it? Because we decided not to make this as a compulsory PD or program, but we want our teachers to take initiative and sign up or enroll by themselves. So what is the first way or first tips for making a good communication plan? A good and effective communication must start with a clear objective. But the question is, what kind of objective? First thing first, to effectively communicate, we must realize that we are all different in the way we perceive the word. What we see as something good and beneficial may not be perceived in the same way for other person. That is why we must use this understanding as a guide when we make our communication plan. So when I think about my goal in PD department, my communication goal is to sell online PD platform and to stimulate them to take initiative and join in online PD. But that's my goal. That's my goal as a training department. What is the relevance for them? Again, my goal is not their goal. What I think, what I perceive as something beneficial and good for me is maybe not for them. So that's why I must learn to communicate in a way that is appealing for their personal goal. So what do? I rephrase my communication goal. Initially, my goal was to sell the online PD platform. Now, as I learn to see it from teachers' perspective, my communication goal is to help them or the teachers to prevent and to solve their classroom problems. In this way, the goal becomes relevant to them. So the first point that I want to share, learn to see from your listener point of view, your audience point of view, your audience personal goal, not your goal as a communicator, not your department goal, not your company goal, but their goals. The second thing that I learned when I make a communication plan is to make a clear output and outcome. Like someone famous, a quote that I remember said, effective communication is not about the communication itself, but about the response. So you need to clarify what is the response that you want to get, especially after the communication process happened. In my case, the output that I want is at least 75% of my teachers enroll in the online PD that I'm going to share with them. And the outcome that I wish is to build the culture of lifelong learner. So when I decide on the output and the outcome, it will help me later on to think or to create the strategies that match with the goal and the outcome. It also will enables me to evaluate the process. And when you can evaluate a process, at the end, you can improve it. The third, after we having a clear goal, having a clear response, output and outcomes, the next step is to use all those information to strategize the communication process in the most powerful and effective platform and methods. We also can devise the message in the way we can attract and persuade them. For examples, my communication goal is to help teachers to prevent and solve their classroom problems. So the way I'm going to communicate with them, I will use a story from a frustrated and stressed teachers that hardly handle their DVH class. By using that story, it convey the communication goal to the teachers. So those teachers that they want to feel less stressed and frustrated, they will think that, oh, online PD will help me to solve my problem. And also, since my output is 75% of the teachers enroll in the PD, so at the end of the communication, I will give them easy guideline on how to enroll in the PD as the call to action. So in conclusion, if you ask me, Amel, do we really have to have a plan for all communication that we have? Well, the answer will be depends on how important the communication goal is. If it's important, like you plan to talk with your future in-laws, then I think it's worth to make a total plan. But it's not only about the plan, the thing is about the principles. So what are the principles? First, remember, make communication something that appealing from their personal goal, not your goal. Second, have a clear of expected response or output or outcome. And when you can evaluate the process, you can improve the process. Last, use all those information to strategize the communication with the most appropriate platform with the best methods. Again, fellow Toastmaster and guests, a lot of guests here. Communication skill is the most important skill that will help you to achieve your personal and shared goal, prevent and also solve a lot of problems in life. So maybe we must be more intentional in developing this skill. Want to know how to intentionally develop your communication skill? Listen to the second speaker. Over to you.
Wow, wonderful speeches. Thank you, Toastmaster Amel. Yep, I agree with you. Communication skills is one of the most important, can get us a brighter future. Actually, thank you for the speech. And moving on, we are going to have our second speaker, who is also our distinguished Toastmasters from our home club, from our Eagle Toastmaster Club. She told me recently that she is interested in stock investment, and her best investment so far is joining Toastmasters, of course. Okay, for today, distinguished Toastmaster Pipit will be evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Mariani from Essential Toastmaster Club, fly all the way from Jakarta. So thank you, DTM Mariani, for joining us, and please share to us the objective of DTM Pipit speech for today.
Thank you, lovely Tom without Jerry, Toastmaster Rena. Eagle Toastmaster, thank you so much for having me. I'm here to evaluate Toastmaster Pipit. So please, another round of applause for Toastmaster Pipit. Yay! Because tonight she's going to start her project on visionary communication. She's in level 5, project 1A, and she's going to deliver her vision. Now, the objective of this project is she needs to deliver a well-organized, engaging speech to share her vision. And then she also going to include information about the process of developing her vision. Okay, and then this purpose is a sharing session when she's going to deliver her vision to all of us, her audience. So she has 5 to 7 minutes in sharing about her vision, Toastmaster for Indonesia. So please welcome Toastmaster Pipit, Toastmaster for Indonesia.
Thank you. Am I going right now?
Yeah.
I will share a screen first. Okay, usually this is a long speech, but I'll try to make it as short as possible, so we'll remove the game session, okay? But first question is, in how many countries can you find Starbucks, McDonald's, and Toastmasters? Can you guess? Unmute and say it. Say it, say it, say it.
More than 100. 50-50.
Okay, let's see. Let's check it out. Starbucks can only be found in 78 countries. McDonald's 114, but Toastmasters is in 145 countries. Actually, Toastmasters is actually more popular than the ever-present McDonald's. Can you believe that? Now, the next question. How old are these organizations? United Nations, the World Bank, Toastmasters. Guess, guess, guess. Let's go.
More than 90 years.
More than 90 years. Actually, only one of them correct. United Nations is 75 years. The World Bank is 76 years. But Toastmasters is almost 100 years old, which is 96 years. But you may ask yourself, right? Not ask yourself. What's the big deal? Fine, 145 countries, 96 years. What's the big deal? It's actually a pretty big deal. Why? Because it's very difficult for Toastmasters to achieve these milestones, to be present in 145 countries, to survive the test of time for 96 years. The few of Toastmasters are only volunteers. Like Rena, like Michael, like Mala, like Pruanto, everyone here, most of the members are volunteers. No one actually get paid to do this, all of this title as the president, as the secretary, as the table topic master. No one gets paid to do this. All of us only do this because we do this. We love this. This is a labor of love. That's why Toastmasters is very amazing to be able to be in these countries and survive the test of time, only fueled by volunteers. You probably ask them, how long did you become Toastmasters member, Pipit? So I started become the member in October 2010. So a little more than 100 years ago. I am that old, right? No, 10 years ago. Actually happened when I was in Medan. I used to work in Medan International School. I taught speech and debate. And then my principal came to me and asked, Pipit, do you want to learn more about public speaking? And I'm like, excuse me, I teach public speaking. Why do I need to learn more, right? And then she said, that's not the point, but do you want to stop learning? Do you want to be, or you want to be a lifelong learner? And that just strike the right chord for me, because I self-proclaim is a lifelong learner. Why do I want to stop learning, right? We never stop learning because life never stopped teaching. Simple as that. That's why I decided to join in October 2010 and never, never have any intermission in my memberships until now. But when I joined Toastmasters, I assumed it was a public speaking community where I could learn about public speaking. Turned out it was not the best I got from Toastmasters. The best I got from Toastmasters is actually the community, which I find really hard. Sometimes we cannot pick our community in the workplace. Am I right? You cannot choose your colleagues, decided by somebody else. Sometimes we cannot choose our friends in school, like we cannot decide our classmates. But you can decide what kind of community you want to belong to, what kind of community can identify most to your personality or what you actually want out of life. In these two books that I really like, Barking Up the Wrong Tree and Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, and the other one's by Eric Barker, which is funny, Barking Up the Wrong Tree by Eric Barker. Right? Funny. But okay, this book said that if you want to be successful, you need to pick the right pond, because no one is successful by himself or herself alone. You need a supportive and a good community that can propel you to your success, that can propel you to be the better person and the lifelong learner that you are, right? This is why I like to be in Toastmasters. This is the type of community that I find. And also, another two books that I really like is Blueprint and Humankind. Now, these books are gigantic, almost 600 pages, right? But as a gist, the gist of it is, if you want to be successful, you need to be the super connectors. The super connectors are people who know a lot of people, but these people are not just know them by name, but actually have some relationship to them, and they join a certain type of network, right? So sometimes people say networking, this is actually the idea of super connectors, right? And if you join Toastmasters, one club equals to 65,000 clubs around the globe, especially during the pandemic. You can visit all of these clubs in 145 countries. After the pandemic, you can also visit them in person. Now, this is the example of my friends who've been to a lot of Toastmaster clubs all around the world, right? Even to countries they've never heard before, such as Mauritius. They never heard before Mauritius before Toastmasters, right? And then next one is you can also visit in person. This is me when I was in Singapore. I can visit Toastmasters that I like. When you're in Tokyo, you can visit any Toastmasters clubs you like, and they will welcome you because this is in our tradition. We have a network set for us, and you just need to find them, and you need to make an appointment, and you come there. It's easy because you just need to log on to the website. You just type whatever city you want, right? Tokyo, and then you click there. Almost 70 clubs in Tokyo. You can choose what time is suitable for you and which one is closest to your hotel, things like that. Suddenly you can find an instant friend ready for you to explore and to get to know. And if you're wondering whether Toastmasters is actually legitimate or not, you can check from this list. Pertamina has Toastmasters Club, Bank Mandiri, Telkom, Sampurna, Departemen Keuangan RI, even our ex-Menteri Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan is also the member of Toastmasters. Professor Ing Wardiman Joyonegoro, if you remember, he is also a member of Toastmasters. So all of these reliable and famous institutions have Toastmasters. Now, the gift from being the super connected person is open a door of opportunities. For example, I myself has been interviewed in several radio stations because of Toastmasters. Now you can see me there eating soto and then being interviewed and taking selfie at the same time. See, only Toastmasters can do this. And also personal branding for your benefits. You can see Mas Ganteng, Michael, and myself became our public speaker in Merauke University because of Toastmasters, right? And also I became a judge, chief judge actually in Bangladesh for Toastmasters debate competitions, and became a guest at Polonia, where Pak Rudi is from, Toastmaster, reviewing a book, for example. So all of these opportunities came from being a Toastmasters member. And if you like competitions, you can also join competitions. We have a lot of competitions in Toastmasters. I went all the way to Brunei. This is my trophies from the first 4 years in Toastmasters. And after 4 years, I stopped competing because, you know, I don't want to win all the time. It's tired to win all the time, right? Just kidding. The reason I stopped competing because a person like Rena can win. Just joking, Rena. Okay, so even after I got my accident, I still joined a competition and I won. Okay. Next one is leadership experience. You can be the president, you can be a director. Purwanto is our division director next term. Congratulations. Mala is our president. Now, how many times you can call yourself the president? If not in Toastmasters, right? So join Toastmasters, you can be the president. You can be a division director, area director, all of these fancy titles that you can explore your leadership skills. And also it's a safe place to improve your skills, because what separates experts from non-experts, they never stop learning. They don't stop at the level of good, okay? They want to be better and better by practicing. This is from the book Grit and Atomic Habits. Now, if you join Toastmasters, there are 11 pathways. You can always explore later if you decide to join. And this is how the leaders, the track that will look, the part of the program. And also this is the certificate. For example, I snatched certificate of Buronawati Wongso, our members from Toastmasters Club, right? And this certificate is diakui, recognized in 145 countries as well. So I don't think you can find a comparison that is pretty good like this, yeah. But all of these benefits somehow did not attract that many people in Indonesia just yet, which is to me is very sad, because Singapore has 242 clubs, for 5.5 million people. That means one club for every 23,000 people, right? Malaysia, 370 clubs for 30 million people. That means one club for 84,000 people. While Indonesia, only 72. Well, we have 267 million people. You see the stark contrast here, which is why the vision for me is I need to, at least I want to charter one club every year in Indonesia. In 2019, I chartered Spekta Institute of Technology Kalimantan in Balikpapan. In 2020, I chartered Bineka Online, but also apart from that, we need to strengthen our current clubs. The ones that are affiliated to me are Spekta and Eagle. That's why this is my vision for Toastmasters for Indonesia. And how to do that, it will be continued in my second speech from this project. Now, to close this speech, I would like to remind people that there are three types of people in the world. People who make things happen. This is actually people who are successful. People who watch things happen, right? They are aware of what's going on, but they don't participate. But the worst of them all probably is people who wonder what happened. What happened? I didn't know, right? So we should not be this kind of people. At least we should watch things happen first, and maybe we are triggered to finally make things happen. So this is a call for you. I hope you are the people who make things happen. Thank you very much. I know I'm over time, but I asked permission earlier. Bye. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, DTMPP, for sharing your journey, 10, 11 years journey in Toastmasters. And yes, I agree with you that Toastmasters is one of the safest place to make mistakes and also to get a supportive environment. Thank you very much for your speech. Okay, so that's all for the prepared speech session for today. And next, we are moving on to the most awaited session in today's meeting, and that is an edu session. For this session, we have an educational speaker who is Toastmaster Rudy Susanto. He is a professional banker and also an investment enthusiast. And guess what? He is also a club president at Polonia Toastmasters Club. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Rudy Susanto.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Rena. Hello, good evening, my fellow Chuan troopers. I thought Chuan is only in Medan, but apparently it also in Surabaya, also know Chuan, yeah? So I should call you all Chuan troopers. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I am Rudy and I'm investing in stock for the last 10 years, but that doesn't make me an expert because I believe that learning is a lifelong journey, just like what Pipit said. So until now, I'm still learning, but today for you, I will share what I wish I have known since the beginning of my investing journey. So I know this after so many years of my journey, so I will share to you now. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, on this opportunity, I will share on three things, which is why invest in stock, how to analyze a stock, and the third one is the stock buying strategies. And then we will close it with Q&A session afterwards. Why invest in stock? As a professional banker or employee, I was wondering, how can I own a business? I don't have any expertise in any industry, but actually we can own a business if we buy a stock. A stock is becoming a shareholder in a public listed company. So you can buy all of that awesome company, which is publicly listed. The benefit is you can have a capital gain, which is, for example, you buy today at 1,000 and a few years later, it goes up to 2,000. You have 100% of capital gain. And also, company every year they make profit, they have the return, and you can have distribute their return in form of dividend. And the risk, of course, is if the capital loss and liquidation risk. Liquidation risk is like when it goes bankrupt. Okay, why do we invest in stock? For the research from the Bursa Efek Indonesia or Indonesian Stock Exchange, for the year 2006 until 2016, it is stock that is outperform the other investment instrument, like for example, saving, time deposit, gold, and bond, government bond. But why do I want to take risk in stock? Some of you might say, because of the inflation, just like what our guest Dandi has said earlier, that if we only put our money in saving, actually the inflation is higher than the return itself. So we need to have a alternative for that to fight, which is stock market. Okay, now the question is, how do I analyze a stock? In this time, I will share about how do we analyze based on fundamental and based on technical. Fundamental, usually people are using a top-down approach, which is to analyze the economy as an overall, and then the industry and the company. How to know if the stock price is expensive or cheap? So I will share about price earning ratio and price book value. What is price earning ratio? In simple terms, it is like this. Imagine you are buying an apartment for 1 billion rupiah, 1 miliar rupiah, and then you can have people rent your apartment for 100 million rupiah atau 100 juta rupiah. Jadi modal, our capital is 1 miliar and our return is 1 million. It is so if we have consistent return like that, it means our PE ratio is 10 times, because we need 10 years of the 100 million to get our initial capital back. So that is what it means by PE ratio. And then the second one is price book value. Price book value, imagine like this. You buy a land and you build it, and it costs you 1 billion rupiah or 1 miliar rupiah. And then suddenly, after you finish building, people want to buy your property for 1.5 billion rupiah. It means the price book value is 1.5 times. So in this case, if people want to buy at, for example, 800 million, which is the price book value is 0.8 times. Okay, let me have a case study. Which stock do you think is more expensive based on the information you have on the screen?
Seems like Gudang Garam.
Gudang Garam.
Yes, initially as a investor, if we do not know anything about the price book value or PE ratio, we will think that Gudang Garam is more expensive, because to buy one share, you need to have 37,000, whereas HM Sempurna only 1,000 something. But if we look at the price earning ratio and price book value, Gudang Garam is valued at 9.65 times, and the PBV is 1.28, whereas the HM Sempurna is 18 times PE and 5.99 PBV. So do you know which one is more expensive now?
Sampurna.
It's the Sampurna one.
Yeah, wow, you are all awesome. You can get the logic, right? Because in this case, Gudang Garam, you need 9 years and 9 years more to break even, whereas the HM Sempurna 18 years to break even, based on the return, based on the earning. And based on the book value, Gudang Garam is only 1.28 times based on the initial capital, whereas HM Sempurna has gone up 6 times from the initial capital. Okay, how do we check the PBV and PE? The simple way is you can use RTI business application and stock bid. I will give you the example. For example, RTI business, I will give you example the stock bid, yeah, because the screen is landscape is easier. For example, you want to check what do you want to check? Give me a name.
Let's stick with Gudang Garam maybe, or it's done maybe. Oh, I know, Pak.
Antam.
Akra.
Antam.
Antam.
Oh, Antam. Aneka Tambang.
Yeah.
Okay, Antam. When you go to stock bid, you can go to the financial part right here. And then when you scroll down, you have PE and PBV, right? This is 3 years PE and the below is 3 years PBV. For example, you can change it to 5 years. What it means is for the last 5 years, Antam, the average PBV is 1.15 on the middle one. We call it mean PBV or the average PBV. And currently, Antam is trading at 3.12 times PBV. What it can tell us that based on 5 years, average 5 years, now Antam is trading at relatively over value compared to the last 5 years performance. So if we want to know what is the fair price of Antam based on this valuation, you can make it 1.15 divided by 3.12, and then you times the current price. The current price is 2470, which is the fair price based on the historical PBV is 910. This is how we use PBV. So right now, Antam is expensive based on PBV valuation. But why it's expensive? Because we know that currently that recently the nickel price has gone up, and then there is also a news that there will be a battery that use nickel to support the electricity car in the future. That makes the price appreciate. Okay. And then the second technique is technical analysis. Technical analysis, there is two main components, which is trend and then support and resistance. Okay. For the trend, there are three key trends in the stock market, which is uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. For the uptrend, you can see that the price is moving from the first low to the higher low, and to the first high to the higher high. So it keeps making higher low, higher high. And for the downtrend, it keeps going lower and lower. That's why it call it downtrend. For the sideways, it is also called as consolidation stage, as where the price is moving from sideways only. And then how do we find support resistance? I will show you from this example. We can use investmeinc.com. For example, what company do you want to check? You can request.
Rima. Prince.
Like this.
Tins. Rima.
Oh, teens. Okay. Okay, let us. Okay, so after you go to investing.com, you can search the website teens, and then after that, you can click on the technical chart. Okay. And then you can click on the icon here to make it large. And then how do I know the support resistance? Support resistance, there are two types, which is the classic and the dynamic. For the classic, it means the horizontal line. horizontal area. If we look at here, you see, and at this place, the price is cannot go higher than this area, right? They get hit here once, and then twice, and then this one 3 times. They keep going down when they hit the price. This is what we call resistance. So in other words, resistance is the area where seller is most likely want to sell the stock. We call it resistance. And how do we find support? If we look at here, when the price is at this area, the buyer is looking to buy. We also call support as demand area. So right now, if we look at things based on the classic support and resistance, it is on the demand area. If they can break this demand area, they have the probability to go high to this area and then to this area again. Okay, this is the classic. And then what is the dynamic? Dynamic, you can draw a trend line, or if you want a simple method, you can use indicator. Indicator is in here. The name of indicator is called moving average. Moving average. What is moving average mean? Moving average is mean that the average price of the stock for the last, if we say 9 is the last 9 days, and if we say 10 is the last 10 days. So if we can also use this moving average as the support or resistance. For example, if we change it to 20 is moving average, it means that will go to the 20 moving average, and then it will face turn in here because the price is lower than the moving average side. If you see the historical, the price is has a tendency to go up after it reaches the moving average, and then after this it is already lower than the moving average, so it needs to go to the 20 moving average first before it can go to the uptrend again. Okay, and then the stock buying strategy. The strategy, if using a fundamental analysis, if you find undervalued stock and it also distribute dividend. For example, if you use just now RTI, you can check how much dividend is the company distributing. For example, if we say BMRI, Bank Mandiri, you go to the key statistic, and you scroll down, it says that the dividend yield is 3.51%. It means that based on the current price, you will get the dividend yield at 3.51%. When is the dividend being paid? You can see the corporate action side. If you buy the Bank Mandiri at 23rd of March, which is the come date, you will get the dividend on the payment date, which is the 12th of April. So it already passed. Okay, that is the example. And for the technical analysis, it is better to choose an uptrend stock and to use the strategy to buy on support and sell on resistance. For example, like these things, just now we know that the support is right here, right? So you can buy at this area and then you sell it. If you want the short-term trading, you can sell it at the MA20, which is on 1,700 at this price. Or if you are a swing trader, you can sell at the higher price, maybe on here, maybe on here, right? At that area. Okay, and then the third buying strategy is the dollar cost averaging. What is dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging is this is a best method if you are invest. You have no time to check the chart. You have no time to do the analysis, and then you can do the dollar cost averaging, which is you buy at the consistent times every month. For example, you want to buy 5 million per month. In this example is Bank Sentral Asia, BCA. And then for the 12 month, you invest 60 million, you will get a profit of 15.19%. Compared to if you buy one time only on January, your investment return is only 4.48% on that year. Okay, so that's all of my presentation today. If you have any question, you can have it on the Q&A session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Rudy, for the explanation about the brief explanation, and also it is very not applicable. How do you say it? A practical usage of the application for the stock analysis. So next, we are going to have a Q&A session, and because we are a little bit behind of time, I guess we can have two questions, one from Toastmaster members and one from the guest. So anyone?
I have a question.
Okay. Yes, TMPP.
So, Pak Rudi, if you suggest to beginners, do you suggest us to do the dollar thing, the third part, the dollar price? So we should contact a certain bank and talk to someone, or what do we do?
Okay, if you want to invest, I will recommend the dollar cost averaging method, and you can open an account at any security or securitas, and then let's say you have a salary from your works. Every time when you receive your salary, you buy the stock at whatever price you is it. For example, you want to buy 1 million or 2 million, it is up to you, but you do it on a consistent manner. So every month after salary comes in, you buy the stock of your choice. So that is the way for beginner, the safest way for the beginner. After you have a certain amount of money, if you can learn trading, you can start trading. Am I answering your question? Repeat.
But is it the 15% return? Is it fixed, or does it fluctuate? It depends on something. I saw like BCA,
The what?
get the return. Is it fixed, like 15% decided by BCA, or does it fluctuate based on something?
Okay, the stock price is fluctuate every day. So instead, in fact, it is every second. It is always fluctuating because they are stock trader who is always looking for the short-term profit. So if you are long-term investor, just ignore the fluctuation, because in the long run, if the business is doing well, if the economy is doing well, the stock price will follow the business, the real business. In the short term, fluctuation is unavoidable, but in the long term, it will follow the main business.
Okay, so the return, if we invest through like BCA, it will be fluctuating, Pak, yeah? It doesn't have to be like certain percent, or is there a possibility that we lose, or is it at least break even?
Yes, there's a possibility that we lose our money if we look at the short time period. For example, let's see, can I share my screen again? Example, For example, if you look at BBCA, okay, let's say you start investing in January. This is January. Okay. The opening price is 34,000. Okay. And then after 6 months, let's say on 30 June, you want to use your money. So in 30 June, sorry, this is January 2021. And then on the 30 March, 30 March is right here. You want to use your money, and then the price is 31,000. So you buy initially at 34,000 and it become 31,000. So in that case, if we decided to cash in, or if we decided to sell all the stock, then we will lose our initial capital, right? So that is the example.
So we best wait until it goes back up. Don't sell it.
Yes. So because we cannot, for the long time investor, it is better to use cost averaging. So when the price goes down, you can buy more share. So because the initial price is 34,000 and then it goes down to 31, you can buy more. It's like discount.
Okay.
So long-term investors see the price depreciation as a discount.
Last question, Pak Rudi. Sorry, I dominate the question because I don't see anyone else. Okay. Last one. If we do want to buy stocks, through what do you suggest it? Through, is it a certain app or how, basically?
Okay. So if you want to buy stock, you can open an account in any security, or we call it securitas, that can be the exchange for the stock. Okay, you don't need to worry about the security goes bankrupt, because I have experienced that when I invest in a security that goes bankrupt, our stock can be transferred to another security safely. So you don't need to worry about the security. But if you want to open an account in security, try to find security that has education to the investor. So by that, we can learn how to buy the stock fundamentally or technically. And currently I'm using two security. And the one that I recommend is Sukor Sekuritas, because Sukor Sekuritas is giving many education to the customer. They also have very good education to the client. You can chat me afterwards if you would like to find out more about the security.
Thank you, Pak Rudi.
Thank you, Pipit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rudy and DTM Pipit. Okay, so I would like to give one chance for our guests who maybe wants to ask question to Toastmaster Rudy.
May I?
Oh, DTM Rina. Yes, of course.
Yes. Okay.
Of course, you may, DTM.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I've been in a stock market for 2 years now, and then I was thinking to have more than one brokerage. So, do you think is it wise to have one more than one brokerage, or stay only one?
Okay, so just now, thank you, Toastmaster Rina, for the question. So just now I said that I have two security. Yeah, the reason why I open the second security is because I see that this security is giving a proper education to the client. And I have I want to continue learning, so I open the security. And if you want to open two security, usually the proper reason is because you want to divide your investing account and your trading account. So you do not mix the account, one for the invest for the long term, for the every month you buy, and then you just hold it until it reaches the fair price. And the other one is for your trading. If you have time to do technical analysis, you want to do some trading, you can have on the second account.
Clear. Thank you for your advice. That's very useful. Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rina.
Thank you for DTM Pipit, DTM Rina, and Toastmaster Rudy. And that conclude our educational session. And we have a certificate of appreciation for our edu speakers for today. So Toastmaster Purwanto, can you help me to share the certificate for Toastmaster Rudy?
Okay, sure. Wait.
Thank you.
I need to open it first.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Also, applause everyone. Unmute yourself and show appreciation. Thank you.
Big round of applause
Okay.
for Toastmaster.
Thank you. If you have any other question, maybe you can chat me on Instagram. I will try to answer it. Okay.
Take photo
Okay.
first. Take photo first. Are you
Okay.
taking photo?
Can someone help me to take the picture?
Yeah. Plan someone unpin Rena and unpin Mala so I can take photo of Pak Rudi alone.
Unpin myself.
Okay.
Yes, and unpin Mala. Yes, okay. Pak Rudi pose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. Done.
Okay, thank you. I think we need to go back to Tom.
Yep. Okay, thank you for. Okay, now let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Rudy for sharing to us about the stock market. And I can highlight one important points for the beginners in stock market is find the security or securitas that not only sells but also give educational session for the the investors. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Rudy. Now we are moving on to our last session, which is the evaluation session. And in this session, I will give the control to our GE, Toastmaster Purwanto, to share the report from
Okay.
his team. Over to you,
Okay.
Toastmaster.
Before that, I think we need to listen from the timer report for the prepared speech speaker.
Oh
Mala.
yeah, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
I think it's already been confessed by the second speaker. So only one prepared speech. Only Toastmaster Amelia is eligible, so we will not vote for prepared speeches. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So
Thank you
this
very
is a really difficult job for me right now because I need to make sure we finish the meeting on time, and it's only 20 minutes. So let's go to the first evaluator. For the first evaluator is Toastmaster Dini. The time is 2 to 3 minutes. Toastmaster Dini, are you ready?
Yes, thank you, GE. Okay, so Toastmaster Amel, I really love your speech. You show that you are comfortable with the speech. The speech organization is very smooth. Your opening, your the body of the speech, and also the closing. I love everything with the speech organization. And also I like when you stand instead of sitting like the rest of us. I like the way you show your hands. I like the way you show your facial expression. And I love your English. And it's so clear and so fluent. There are something that will improve your speech because this one is about pitching, plan a pitching. So to make your speech uh, become better, I have some suggestion. This is the suggestion for you. I know when we do speech, we sometimes confuse where to put our hands. Should we put our hand like this when we do our speech, or should we do it like this, or where? I saw some when you do not use your hand gesture, you clasp your hand. It shows that sometimes you're not sure with your message. That's what the audience grasps. Make sure when you do the speech, when you do not know where to put your hand, just put it on the resting place, side on the side of your body, where the hand should be. Make sure make sure that you do not clasp your hand like this. It will give wrong impression to to the audience. And also, one more suggestion, also try to speak slowly. You speak very fast, something sometimes I cannot catch up with your message. Try to speak slowly. And don't forget to put some pause when you do your speech. I like your speech, and I believe next speech you're pitching, you will get this proposal. You can win the proposal. Just make sure that you put my suggestion into consideration. Remember to put your hand on the resting place and also try to speak slowly. I believe with the good organization, good speech organization, and the way you are comfortable with the stage, I believe you can win the pitching. Back to GE.
Okay, thank you, uh, Toastmaster Dini, for giving the evaluation to Toastmaster Amelia. So don't forget about your hand, everyone. We learned something from her. And then let's move to the second speaker, the second evaluator, I mean. She's from uh, Mariana, our second evaluator. And here she is. Here she is.
Mariani.
Mariani, sorry, Mariani. Okay, your times.
Thank you, our general evaluator. Everyone, please welcome, give a round of applause for Pipit. A round of applause for Pipit. Wow, Pipit, congratulations. I can feel your energy, your enthusiasm when you deliver your love and your passion for Toastmasters. And the way you open your speech was brilliant. You shared a trivia and a question, a fact with a very popular brand in the world and very connected with me personally because I love Starbucks and McDonald's. So it's a very, very smart decision to open your speech. Congratulations. And then the way you deliver your speech was a very, very calm, relaxed, full of confidence. It's a very, very nice with your vision to expand Toastmaster in Indonesia. So you are very, very confident in delivering your vision to the audience. So congratulations. You are very great public speakers. Your research is superb because this is the first time I saw a speakers who use so many research and fact within 7 minutes of presentation. So congratulations. You back up your speech with so many research so your audience can convince themselves that this is the right place to return as a place to learn and expand themselves as a better public speaker and leaders. Yeah, because this is a place we can learn with 145 countries in the world. So congratulations. However, in Toastmaster, we know that there always room for improvement. And for me, I think your time management could be better because you already know that your speech is very limited, 5 to 7 minutes. I know that you are very, very eager to share about the benefits of the Toastmaster to the audience. However, we also need to be an effective speakers. So we need to compromise ourselves and then be flexible. We need to know how to cut the presentation and then be flexible with the time because I think it will really, really important to know more about your strategy on how to strengthen Spectra and Eagle. So overall, I think that it will be great if later on in the second speech, you will have a better public time management because uh, I really, really interested to know your vision on how to strengthen different clubs in Indonesia and then how to, being a part of this amazing organization. So thank you so much for the time. Congratulations and looking forward for your next speech.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Mariani. So remember, when you join Toastmaster, you need to be the effective communicator. And if you are a member of Starbucks and you can get a cup of coffee, a free cup of coffee, in Toastmaster you can get a free cup of prepared speech slot. Okay, I think that's all about the individual evaluation session. Let's move to the general evaluation.
Timers.
And
Time.
before that, yes, I'm about to say that timer reports.
So both of the evaluators are eligible. And I think this is time for the ballot to cast the ballot.
Okay, and our ballot counter, can you help me to cast the ballot, Johanna? Okay, so everyone, if you are not a co-host or you are not host, you can vote for the best table topic and also for the best evaluator. We will give you like 1 minute.
Oh no. As we go, as we go. But everyone, you can vote for yourself. Okay, no one knows.
Yeah.
This is
Mm-mm.
our strategy all this time.
Mm-mm. So the purpose of this polling system is to encourage everyone, to motivate everyone to give their best in every speeches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was that? While I was
Okay.
answering a phone.
I think so. Okay, so while waiting, okay, the 1 minute is done. Can you end the polling? And then we will move to the R counter. Look really fast. Rina, please give your
Thank you,
report.
GE. Okay, so starting from table topic, Asti is just perfect. Harris, he said well one time, should be okay. Mimi, 3 Dandy, 3 1 I. Sari, 5 2 Anom, 7 And on prepared speech, Amel, 4 Pipit, 6 and 1 I. And for evaluation, Dini, perfect, and Mariani, 2 I would like to add how to overcome the crutch words. Embrace the pause, slow down, know what you want to say, and practice. Return to our GE.
Okay, thank you, our R counter. Let's move to Grammarian report.
All right, so I would like to share my screen and I really need you to be interactive for this session. Well, if you think that your surrounding is quite enough, quiet enough for you to unmute yourself, please do so. But if you think that your surrounding is quite noisy, then it's okay, you can stay muted. All right, so let's go to the grammar part. Well, I actually typed down some common mistakes that we can discuss together. So the first one, a better speakers. What do you think? What is the better way to say this?
A better speaker without S.
Yes, that's true. Well, sometimes when we say things, we don't really realize it when this singular and plural, it has to match anyway. And then the second one, there are teams lead by general evaluator.
Team.
The team.
There
There is team.
there is a
Led by.
led
There
by.
is, there is a team, right? Because a team consists of many people, so we just say one team. And then I believe this should be led by, yes.
Yeah,
and
led.
to be more specific, we can say the general evaluator. And how about the third one? I'm not work alone.
I'm not working alone.
I'm
I do
not
not
working
work
alone.
alone.
Yes. I do
I'm
not.
not working.
You never walk alone.
Oh, that's a good one. You never work alone. Well, I believe this is also a common mistake for us Indonesian. We tend to use I'm a lot. I heard I'm agree, something like that. It's actually I agree without
But Lisa,
M.
what if
Yes?
we work alone?
Okay, then probably you're not in Toastmasters. Because in Toastmasters, just
We never
Tom
work
said,
alone.
you know, we never work alone.
Yeah, there are always people who disturb us, so we never work alone.
That's so true. All right, the next one. Investment itself not only happen in money. I believe we should change the structure and the wording a little bit.
Investment
Investment is not only
does not
about money,
Yes, that's a good way to say that. It's not
about
only about money.
yes, I'll just type the the simpler version. It's not only about money, or you can say it's not only applied to money. You know, I guess that's a better way to say that. Next one, how it could be. It's question mark.
How could it be?
be?
Yeah, so we need to put the model before the subject. How could it be? And next one, I'm looking my chart.
I'm looking for.
my chart.
Yes,
I'm
it depends on the content, like it depends on the context. If you are searching for something, then I'm looking for, but I think in this case, it's like I'm looking at my chart. All right, how about the last one? For those who has average income.
Who have.
Yes,
For
so
who have.
that's right, correct. So we need to agree with the subject, which is plural, so we have to put have instead of has. And my note for grammar, because sometimes in spoken English, we don't really pay attention to our tenses. It's very common. Don't forget to use past tenses for things that happened in the past. Next one, I would like to talk about the choice of words. When we say pay attention about the time, what can be done for this sentence? Yes, so it's the wrong preposition. How about this? This is actually not wrong, but there's like a better way to say this to create more. Worse. Okay, worse is actually the comparative form of bad. But if in extreme case, when you want to say bad in an extreme way, there are choices of word, like awful. That's right, or terrible, right?
Crazy.
Yes. Crazy. Yeah, I like that. But crazy can be positive sometimes, you know.
Yeah, crazy in love.
Yes. All right, last one. To know how to speak confident in public, we must do it.
We must do it in order to know how to speak.
Confidently.
Yes. Confidently. This is the main key because after the verb, we need to put adverb instead of adjective. All right, I think everybody has been very cooperative today. All right, the pronunciation. How do we pronounce the first one here?
Promise.
Promise.
Very good.
Promise.
Promise. It's not promise, but it's promise. And next, there are two words here which sound pretty similar. Can you differentiate how to pronounce them?
Team
For
Team.
Or team.
Yes. Team
Based on
or
context, maybe.
No.
theme. Oh, not really.
No, different.
It's different, yes. So there are, I think there are ways to say this because there is a way, correct way to say this. The first one is team, and then the second one is theme. So we put our tongue like in between of our teeth. So team and theme.
Team and
Team.
team.
Yes, and if it is hard to put our tongue on our teeth, we can just actually drag this longer. Theme.
Team.
Correct
Oh,
me if
I
I'm
see.
wrong. Yeah. Okay, and then the third one, how do we pronounce
Ratio.
this? Yes, very good.
Ratio.
Ratio, and it actually appears in Bahasa too. It's ratio, but we pronounce it ratio in English. Okay.
Ratio.
This one. How about this one?
Vision.
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 Yes, very
Vision.
good. So because we are
V.
Indonesian, sometimes we don't really pay attention to the consonant V, but it's actually heavier than F.
V.
So instead of
V.
vision, it's actually vision.
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 Vivian.
Everybody did great job today.
Vision.
Last but not least, I know you're getting bored of seeing my face, so I will just cut it short. Actually, for me, it's very challenging to count the word of the day. So I just note down everybody who said the word of the day. I probably missed some names because I was too carried away with all of your speeches. So I would like to say congratulations to our Tom, TTM, Counter, GESAA, our edu speaker, Rudy, and also our evaluator, Toastmasters Pipit, for saying return for, I think, more than once, definitely. And probably more people mentioned the word of the day. I just didn't notice that. All right, last but not least, I promise you this is really the last one. These are my favorite word of the day. Quotes of the day. Traveling is a life-changing experience. It is mentioned by our guest, Akbar. Awesome. I totally agree because I really love traveling and I think so does everybody here. And never stop learning because life never stops teaching. It's a beautiful quote. Thank you very much, Toastmasters Pipit. Lastly, my favorite phrase that is mentioned by our edu speaker, and I think it gets really popular in this meeting. We are Chuan Troopers, right? All right, everybody, Chuan Troopers, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity as a grammarian. I will give the control back to our general evaluator.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Isa, for the report. Yeah, and now my time for giving my own report, the general evaluation. And I think for today's meeting, we have done really great meetings. We learned many things from the prepared speakers and also from the educational speaker. And I want to say thank you to our educational speaker. Thank you for sharing about that. And we know how to put our money in the future. Thank you for that. Yeah, we start the meeting on time. That's really good. However, we finish the meeting maybe around 10 minutes later. I need to do it as fast as I can, but still give the feedback to everyone. And I also really like the participation from the guests. We have many guests today. And we also explain about the Toastmaster. We explain about the session, which is very good. What we need to learn more is about managing the time. And for today, I think I will give you the exception because we have educational speaker and also two prepared speaker and also eight table topic speakers. Um, for everyone, I believe you may think, this is the time for you to decide join Toastmaster or not. If you want to know more about that, you can contact us. Everyone here can give you the answer except for the money. If you want to know about how much to join this club, you can contact our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Michael. Okay, I think that's all from me. And don't forget for the next meeting, pay attention about the time, everyone. Okay, now we need to announce for the awards, and I will give control to our ballot counter, Johanna. So Johanna, I will help you with this slide. So you can start.
Okay, this is a time for announce from the polling result. So for this moment, the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Dandy. Congratulations to Toastmaster Dandy.
Hey, congrats,
Okay,
Dandy.
congratulations, Toastmaster Dandy. Should we take a picture or we will take a group picture together?
Maybe Dandy's first. Dandy's
Okay.
photo first, and then you photo.
Okay. So.
Dandy, are you Ratu's friend? Ratu's guest?
Yes, I'm Ratu's friend.
Okay.
Okay, let me put the spotlight.
Yeah, I can take photo. Yeah. One, pose, 2, 3.
Amelia.
Show your Chuan troopers.
Wait.
To be Dandy.
Dandy. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Cara. Okay, got it.
Okay, thank you, Dandy. And then let's move to our best speaker, Johanna.
So from this moment, the best prepared speaker is going to Toastmaster Amelia. Congratulations to Toastmaster Amelia.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Amelia.
But Bibit doesn't want to win anymore, she said, right?
Like winning too many times. Sorry.
Yeah,
We're
winning
just
too many
kidding.
times.
Enggak.
Can
Okay,
you
1, 2, 3. Already. Yes.
Okay.
Next.
Then next.
Last is the best evaluator. In this moment, the best evaluator is going to Toastmaster Mariani. Congratulations to Toastmaster Mariani.
Congratulations, Toastmaster
Is
Mariani.
spotlight Toastmaster Mariani so I can take photo.
Mariani, okay.
Is she here? Yes, she's still here.
She's here.
Yes. There you go. And unpin Johanna. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Got it.
Okay.
Now group photo.
Yeah, group photo. Now, wait a minute. I need to unpin. Yeah. So we can take the group picture, everyone. Okay, please say return.
Money.
Money.
Mimi, are you there? Everyone, turn on your camera and maybe let's put Chuan.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how to Chuan. Chuan should like love here.
Or maybe
Yeah,
you
we
can
do it
show
like
your
this,
money.
right?
Oh, here, yeah? Here,
We do it
yeah?
like this, right?
Like this?
Okay, this
Yep,
one.
like
Okay,
this.
1, or guess. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we have 2 pages. Oh, no. Some people
Only
left.
one.
Okay, yes, got the photo.
Got the photo. So I will give control back to the Tom or to the president. Just directly to the president. What do you think, Lena?
I think it's better if we return the control directly to president because we'll be behind the time.
Okay, thank you, GE, Tom, and all the role takers for this great meeting. And also we have the guests here. And even though some of them are leaving, so I just want to greet, and this is the time for you to ask questions because this is actually an open house for you to ask many things related to Toastmaster. Even though Toastmaster Michael has already put his number, but if you want to ask, it's better now, so it will be clearer because you have experienced the meeting starting from the beginning until the end. Yeah, this is almost the end of the meeting. So how do you feel, and is there any thoughts or questions, concern from you about being a Toastmaster member? And then do you have any difference if you become guests and members? Maybe you can ask. But Pipit and our VPM are available to answer that. Maybe from the guests like Arabella, And also Zahrul, Melda, Dian, Akbar, Sista, Mimi, if you are interested to go back to as a Toastmaster member, also Sari Wulandari, and guest Anom, Dandi,
Haris.
Haris, yes. Any questions? Is it clear the exposure of Toastmaster?
Andi need to come one more time.
May I ask question?
Oh yes, Anom, go ahead.
Hello,
Yes.
Anom, are you there?
What's the requirement? I want to be a member.
Can you repeat again, Anom? Maybe you can type it on the chat.
Like have a TOEFL size. Okay.
You can type it on the chat.
What are the requirements to be a Toastmaster member?
So who want to answer this question? Mbak Pipit?
I think Michael just unmuted himself just now, so I don't want to jump in.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead, Michael.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we were waiting for this too, but basically to be our member, it's simple. You can contact me through the number, but basically in general, the only thing that you need to do is find the information about Toastmaster. I'll give you the information, and then you try the meetings like today, and then if you're happy with the meeting and you think that this meeting is for you, this club is for you, and this community is for you, then you can join us by paying the membership fee. It depends on which package do you choose, but I can assure you that you get